Bat is going to try to jungle straight from level 1 with the Iron Talon. This is slower even than a Sand King jungle. So we'll see what he can do to actually get something out of this, but he's just saying straight up this lane's not fightable. I mean, Warlock is one of the highest pressure supports right now in the game with the auto attacks and the Shadow Word
Immediate
Pain.
Metamorphosis at bottom. Slardar in a ton of trouble. Has a crush available. It's going to take 2 more hits, and Salve keeping him alive a little bit longer, but the first blood comes out. Zizzy, as soon as that crush is off, he just knows that his team has the control needed to kill off the Slardar, and they take the Leicester, which is 1 step ahead of what the Slardar has done at bottom. Fortune's End coming out onto the Ogre Magi, going to be stuck there for a couple more seconds, and Zizzy on the high ground uses the meta again. Can Bang get away? Not going to happen. 1 more kill for the Terror Blade, and yeah, I mean, right now Duop the hard camp as much as possible. Benjaz is still going to get a lot of farm from it, but I mean, it's still very difficult for... taking a look at bottom, actually. Oracle takes a lot of damage, uses the Fortune's End on to a couple of Furies, still ends up going down. So at least this off lane is able to do a little bit of its aggressiveness and kill off the Oracle. Dizzy with the Metamorphosis being down isn't really able to help as much there, so you kind of get into a rhythm at the bottom lane. Tinker could be in some trouble. Dodges one of the shotguns, but Sand King's coming in from behind. We'll get the stun off. Burrow strikes through. Tinker into trouble. Fortune's End finishes off the kill.
Great rotation there on the mid lane. There's really nothing that Tinker can do.
Have enough mana for a Sunder and a Metamorphosis as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty important. Rotation over to bottom. Batrider's there. No lasso for him just yet, but we talked about sticking Napalm on the Slardar. It's very difficult for him to get away from that, so they take down... I mean, they put some aggression onto the bottom lane and take this advantage through his farm. I mean, it's definitely good if your Terrorblade's able to get a good start into the game. Now we've got Sand King and Batrider moving over towards the mid lane. Still no lasso, but the Burrow Strike does come through, and Timbersaul's got a ton of damage for the Warlock. Very difficult to actually go down there. Fortune's End used onto the Tinker, and he doesn't really have the damage for this. Slardar's still able to take down the Oracle on the other side of the fight, but Tinker just uses his salve now to get back up to
efficiency out of Infamous. So it's really going to come down to this 15-ish minute breakpoint where both teams just say, okay, let's fight. We see a port in from Tinker here up on the Sand King. Maybe they bring him down, but they don't have any detection. Oh, they will.
He tries to TP out.
He realized he was out of mana, and his only choice was to try to port and hope the fade time was going to die here.
If he did get hit by the Flame Break back, he would probably be going down, but Oracle's here, so is the Sand King. Burrow Strike in, Slardar, he's dead. Absolutely dead.
Got a wand.
No way.
Timber chains there from Francis. Hey man, if that chains didn't connect, I think he walks left. They didn't have any CC left, so if Flea misses that chains and doesn't get in there, he should be able to pop that 9-charge wand he had and walk away. But now they're going to go on top here
trying
too.
To chase down the Tinker. It's going to get the rock underneath the tower. Can they actually take down the Tinker? He's going to get lasted up, but that's no more damage. They do eventually get it with the Purifying Flames. Now Yaga's getting chased down. King Tekka going through the fire and flames, trying to pick out this Batrider. Bang will get the stun on the Batrider there. Still hit with the amplified damage. Oracle heals him up a little bit, and now King Tekka looking for the stun on the Way 2. Way 2 still has a False Promise available, so it's very unlikely that this Sparta actually gets a kill here. Keeps turning around with that sticky napalm on him, but here comes the Ogre Magi again, blink away by the Batrider.
Yeah, you're running into this problem where you haven't used Infest in the first 4.
Covered would be interesting. I guess it gives him some evasion against the Terrorblade. Oh my god, Sand King taking so much damage through these marching machines. He's going to go right through it. And can this last little bot get the damage? He's going to get hit by the Ignite. Laser finishes him off. I don't really know what he thought he was doing walking through the machines there.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. You cannot felt the pain of this all coming in. So he's got a lot of farm. He's got Dragonlance Yasha already, and his farm's just going to keep accelerating. So I think we're going to get into a situation where he's 4,000.
They do find the Tinker with the lasso, brought right back towards the Terrorblade, and there's a Fortune then keeping him in place. He'll drop down to Martial Machines, but it doesn't really end up mattering. So Batrider finds the kill on the Tinker. So that's definitely a kill that can... You talked about those stacks. They're being super effective right now. Timber Chain away. Does he make it out? Yeah, his heal's better than the Warlock damage. And there's going to be a stun onto the Oracle. Way 2 trying to run away from Benjaz, but the Flame Break only pushes him further. Now the Batrider trying...
So it's going to make Nake's tanky. It's going to make him easier to stick to targets, but he's not going to do the kind of damage he would if he had, say, an Echo Saber or even a Deso. So we'll have to see if that little damage loss comes back to hurt him, especially against the Timbersaw.
Now we've got an Infest into the Slardar. Again, could be extremely effective here. Sand King waiting inside the trees, but there's going to be Blink, stun on the Bat Rider. Now they do manage to get the burst right through Slaughter, but it's not fast enough to save the Bat Rider, who is already being hit down by a raged Benjaz.
I think both teams want to fight on their terms. The Sand King right now is 500 gold off the blink that he's been trying to get all game. We see another Infest Bomb not quite connect.
Yeah, it's tough to do that onto a False Promise. Now it may allow Duop to get in here. They're going to pull Lifestealer back into it, but they're going to be stopped by the rock right away. King take a blink, stun, onto 3. There's going to be shoot, that's a Dagon from, yeah. I knew that Dagon was being built up by I didn't complete the word, it's fine. Terrorblade being killed off, Terrorblade dead, Timbersol, that's going to be his first set of Bloodstone charges off due to a death. And
he just picked that Bloodstone up too. It hurts so badly to go straight from...
He needs some more heals, luckily being able to get away thanks to the Oracle. And now Infamous kind of have to back up, but Batrise in the middle of a lot of different heroes. Can Lifestealer get enough timing to get the rage off? There's going to be another beautiful stun by King Tekka. Dagon takes down the Batrider. They chase this way too far. And Warlock, he's saying, I got something. I got you that pit of tears. That upheaval, making y'all cry while you're all slowed down. Sand King tries to burst strike away, and it is going to be enough to keep him alive right now. Benjaz still a little bit low, but Tinker's ready to come back in.
This is exactly the position. Yeah, and we'll see what Katara wants to go here. I really like this Dagon pickup. It's giving him a ton of relevance.
Here it comes, smoke right into the middle of the Radiant side. They're going to pick up Duop. Sand King taking a ton of damage. They need one more hit onto him. We'll be able to get it now. Yaya's trying to back away from this one. Batrider throws out a Flame Break, knocks the Slardar back. Open wounds from the low ground. Batrider still trying to flap away from here. We'll be able to blink out, but Benjaz is bloodthirsty right now. Amplified damage gets taken off of him. Batrider has another blink dagger in 2 seconds. Benjaz just wants a hit. He's gonna get it. False Promise keeping the Batrider alive for now, but Benjaz just keeps going in. They might have found the Oracle as well. You can't stop this Infamous train, and it is going right into the station, right into putting Duop into their graves.
Yeah, this is exactly the way Infamous wants to play. They just run at you constantly. It doesn't matter if they're at half health, half mana, no cooldowns, and they're taking this game quickly.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Roger's going to be giving some good vision. And they'll see the Timbersaw there. They need the damage for him. They need the amplified damage. Oh my god, 3 shot by Benjaz.
Radiant's middle
Your reactive stacks is a sad Timber against this Lifestealer.
It just seems...
So he has kind of 2 options here to keep up that aggression, which would be Echo Saber or Assault Cuirass. Both, I think, are viable. I think he's going to look more towards the AC, but we do see another Infest Bomb here coming in.
Oh yeah, Infest Bomb right on the Sand King. They cannot stand against this. Just so much damage from Infamous, even thinking about going on the way to making that blood just seep out of his pool.
I mean, they're taking a tier 3 right now at 26 minutes, and it's uncontested.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing against this. Maybe Terrorblade's putting some pressure on the top, and actually the Lifestealer is going to get dragged back into this. That should be the Aegis being going down. Sand King's going to get stunned down. King Tekka is going to get stunned by that Burrow Strike. Blink Dragger put onto cooldown for 2 seconds, and they see the Sand King. He can't hide from the amplified damage. First racks of the game going the way of Infamous. Terrorblade has to show up to this fight because Tinker just keeps pushing him out of top.
But that's the problem. He can't. Without this Blink Dagger on Sand King, they don't have a way to get into the fight. They don't have a way to get to Tekka before Tekka gets
Blink
to you.
Crush, Infest, Benjaz. It's just 1 hit, 2 hit, and the hero's already dead. Doesn't even have a chance to think about it. You thought that there was a false promise.
So any of the ones that aren't Lifestealer Slardar, what does he do? Tekka just blinks on him and kills him. They have no way to take the fight without this blink that needed to come up.
In a lot of trouble, but again, a blink crush from King Tekka. Benjaz comes in, and they just want to get anybody here. Dagon comes in, just melting the Sand King. Ogre does end up dying to the Timbersaw, but as soon as that False Promise is down, he talked about how False Promise can help a Timbersaw a lot. Benjaz, I mean, he was lassoed, but it didn't even matter. They took down the Batrider so quickly. Timbersaw once you Benjaz.
No, it's Infamous. Infest is up. You jump right back in Tekka and you go again.
They're getting some vision with this Warlock.
Micro the Golem, Excel, you're killing me.
No, he's fine. He's getting vision of the creeps, and that's a GG. Yep. Do have to say, you know what? We had enough time to think about this, and we're just going to concede this one. You got too close too quickly. And it seemed like Duop did have a couple of the keys that they needed to do here.